No, it was a very fluid negotiation. I think all of us understood what he wanted and the Giants what they wanted. And so when you have a good fit like that, you're able to move through the steps of how you're going to put a deal together. So strong mutual interest on both sides. We may have had well over 15 teams reach out about JUNGHOOK. I think that sometimes perceptions, we understand them, but I think inside the baseball world, we have metrics, we have certain criteria that we use to negotiate value, and certainly with what the contract ended up and having an opt-out for a young player, those are very important things because JUNGHOOK has great value at the major league level. He's a very rare talent, he really is. Well, you look at the rarity of him playing his position, center field, you look at the fact that he has innate instincts as a player. His father was an MVP talent. He's a baseball family. He has so much about everything that he does that makes him a really, particularly at his position. We just don't have a lot of center fielders that have the tool set, the bat to ball skills, and defensive acumen that really JUNGHOOK has. The key thing is he's going to play 140 games and play every day for them, and really there's an acclimation process in the major leagues which he'll go through. But I expect him to be one of the better major leaguers in Major League Baseball.
From a scouting perspective, but the goal was to show our presence, show our interest in him as a player, and try to learn as much about him. Yeah, we've had scouts who have seen him all the way back to 2019 in various tournaments, and we've followed him closely through the World Baseball Classic. We obviously saw him train in spring training. In fact, the scout who was featured in many videos in Korea, he's here in attendance. So we have a long history with him, not just what we saw this year. Yeah, I heard that it was in anticipation of potentially coming here, and so I think it's good to see that he's able to make adjustments to his swing. Potentially he may need to do that here, so it's good to see that he's open to change, open to improvement, but we think he's good as he is. To show our interest and to try to learn as much about him and where he was, obviously coming off the injury, but felt it was something meaningful given our level of interest, so I was glad I was able to do that. I think he'll adapt well. He's always been a player that adapts to different levels of competition, as we saw in the World Baseball Classic this year. So I'm excited for him to see what he can do. We saw today his big personality, and I think we're really excited to learn more about him and to see him on and off the field. It seems like he has a lot of energy, and I think the fans in San Francisco are going to love him. I would say to the Korean fans, we appreciate the opportunity to see him play live, and we're sorry that he's not going to be playing in the KBO anymore, but we're excited to support the Korean fan base, both here in San Francisco and in Korea itself, with access to him and on and off the field. So that's something that we're excited to do through TV broadcasts and social media. So we're excited.
I think it's his competitiveness. Even to be a player who doesn't strike out, that shows a competitive desire to not be defeated. So I think in addition to how well he plays defense, how hard he runs the bases, we look for all-around players, and that's why we think his game is a perfect fit for the Giants. We're still going to be looking to make additions. He was really one of the highest priorities for us. So, we're still assessing the market, and we'll see where things go. Well, we're not going to track it day to day because we know it's really a long-term investment for us, and there's going to be some adjustment period. But I think for our coaches and our staff, our goal is to just be to help him adjust on the field, off the field, and just prepare him as well as he can be prepared. And then we know the results will take care of themselves. Yeah, very charismatic. He has a lot of youthful energy, which is nice to see. I think for us, anybody who can bring energy to the team, to the clubhouse, to the field, is a positive for us. So I think meeting him today, for many of us, it even heightened our excitement to bring him to the Giants. Yeah, no, we welcome them all. We're very excited to have more Giants fans today. And I actually grew up in the Philippines, so I've been to Korea a couple times myself and flown through Seoul many times, and it's an amazing city. And again, we welcome all of our new Korean fans. We're excited to have them come to Giants games to watch the Giants on TV. It should be a very fun season. Yeah, no, we would love to. I mean, we have Heritage Days generally for people of all ethnicities and heritages. And I think maybe our Korean Heritage Night will be one of our most popular ones this season. Yeah, I mean, obviously, he was a very sought-after player, not just by us, but by many other teams. So, you have to compete with other teams in the market. And for us, once a player is under contract, then we don't even look at the contract. It's all about winning, and it's all about having the players play their best. So that'll be our focus now. That'll be a decision for Bob Melvin, our manager, but we view him as a table setter. He's a guy who puts the ball in play, doesn't strike out, runs the bases well, plays good defense. So it's more around the all-around game. I mean, we think he'll have a chance to hit some home runs because he's just a very good hitter, but that's not why we're bringing him to the Giants. There's so many other things he brings. They did a FaceTime call earlier today because unfortunately Bob couldn't be here, but I know he's really excited. He got very close with Hassan, and so I think he can help with the adjustment. I mean, he was Ichiro's first manager here. When we were in Oakland, Yoenis Cespedes from Cuba came over and Bob was the manager. So he has a lot of experience bringing players from other countries and leagues, and I think he knows how to help them make the adjustment.